Onivia League of Legends highlights.
With the Rumble earlier into the playoffs, and he showed that he can play against that champion with his counter pick. This Twisted Fate, though, very important. Now means that you have the Twisted Fate that can be a bit more global pressure. You can kind of push and roam outside of that top
spot, and Shanji just ults out. He's like, all right, I'm out of here, boys. See you later. In the meantime, NOP will start that Drake off as well. So, a bit overforced, honestly, on the top side.
Maybe, and now you have a gold card in River. Shun, you've got to be careful. They think he's gone back to base.
They thought Shanji had just run away. Shanji's setting up a play elsewhere. Shanji will pick up first blood in the river on Shun.
Oh, side chance that Knight would be heading down the river as well, but I think on the low HP, you kind of just know that he can't influence the fight either way. It's the big thing, so Shanji gets a freebie, and now we have ourselves a 4v3 in bot side. 4v4 rather.
This is more like it. BLG are like, right, we lost one play time to kick things off. Diving in the bottom side, Photic goes down, doesn't even get to use his flash from that combo. Look how many minions are dying to the tower. It's already almost a 20 CS lead, plus all of those are going to go down. This is Photic being set very far behind. Aki tries to go in, but just gets destroyed by BLG.
And this happens as, oh god, Rookie very nearly claimed. I don't even think they were looking for bad angles in this game. So BLG, they've countered them even better. And now we have ourselves a confirmation that it is Elk going towards the Lethality Callista. Does himself opportunity. On the bot side of the map, what can he find?
Elk stays, but this is 3v2. Aki's behind them right now. Opportunity in the inventory of Elk, so he is strong at this point on the target, though. Aki just ignores Elk entirely and looks for the support. Bailout's in play, and Photic's so chunked. It's not quite enough, but my god, that was close.
Yeah, this is the thing about the Callista, less extended. Problem. He has himself a Sundered Sky. That's another problem. So he's going to have himself a lot of damage, a lot of ability to lock someone down. NIP, they need to buy themselves away into this river if they want to fight. But they're going to be able to do so, and indeed they're not. They get themselves a wave clear, well, vision clear after this point. They might get forced onto it.
Oh, Rookie, good combo onto Elk here. He's the target, and he's taken down, but no, the bailout saves him. Aki falls, is now diving for more. Shun sets up onto Photic, punts him back, and sets it up for the second.
And here we go, a bit more blood in the water. The Rookie gets off, which happens to NIP. Sometimes they can struggle to find themselves a fight when they're not on the objective first. They kind of just spectate it going down. Here comes On!
On with the flash handshake. Aki served up on a silver plate, but no. He's fallen off the table, cutlery's everywhere, and suddenly On's the one in trouble. The combo from Rookie just one-shots him.
This way does so much damage, and this is why, in this kind of game, you look at the Lethality Callista and you look at the way on the other sside and go, yeah, I can understand why suddenly standing even within just the screen's distance of them can be very bad for my short-term health, as both of them very, very bursty. However, Rookie needs to be very, very careful if that Fog of War comes out of it, and here comes Shun.
He's the target. Shun takes down his old teacher here alongside his new mid laner. Comes to the mid game of the team fights, you're just unkillable. The flanks you can get, the engages that you can set up on this pick are incredibly powerful. Feels a little bit like modern Ornn, honestly, or at least a modern version of what Ornn used to be, where he's just an exceptionally potent weak side pick, but also in the right matchup can terrorize the top lane too.
It is just that sense of lane dominant tanks. It's always been that kind of identity to it. So Herald summoned in mid lane. It's going to be mid lane out of turret. Taken BLG, their second of the game. Yeah. That means that you start to open up this of BLG. Thing is though, what's the cross map from NIP? They're looking to catch out Knight on the side lane with the Hex Gates.
Has flash available, has TP, should he get an angle, but that's going to be the ult come through from Shanji as well. No way out of this one. Knight just going to be burst on down. Shockwave even fizzles at the end. It doesn't even go on cooldown.
Bit disrespectful actually from Knight. You know, there's no contest coming on the bot very threatening because you get chunked out very heavily and you're not building any magic with this. Knight is currently, 1v2ing, 1v3ing before this and gets themselves a top lane in a turret. Great lane allocation from Bilibili.
The two lines here doesn't really find the pick that they're looking for. This is going to be Drake for BLG, and NIP kind of a lackluster attempt at finding that.
NIP, it's not been... Oh, I have to see if Shun goes for the engage. He's looking for it. Going forwards as well. NIP got to be careful.
On's just going to dive forwards and handshake to start it. Rookie, the target. CC taken down. Now a shockwave onto two as well, as Knight is the carry. Elk was kicked out of the play and it doesn't
Soloing out Aki.
This is looking like an MVP performance from On so far for me. He's been stellar on this Renata. Shanji with the gold card wants to set up a play, but like you say, Aki can't even be a part of this one. He's not even near the pit. He might even go down to pit on the side as Baron is taken, and now Aki the target as they start to look for more. BLG, we saw them chase down just a moment ago. They're going to try and make it happen again. Bin setting things up, looking for the knock-up. That's a flash pit. As Photic's been found, Shun diving into
Rookie.
TP comes through. Rookie re-enters the fight, and the bailout isn't enough. Even Rek'Sai can't dive that deep.
Rookie comes back with the help of his team. They Shockwave, and now they're getting Ren stacks on the Dragon. NIP, you cannot let this go for free.
Handshake lands onto Chwo. The tidal wave comes out immediately. Does survive as Aki's over the wall. It's not enough. He doesn't find it. And the ultimate from Shun denies Aki's own. 4 players remain for NIP, but Bin doesn't want that fact to be true for long. Dives into the action as Photic's engaged by Shun. Shockwaves the sombrero coming out from Knight. He's fancying tacos tonight. As Elk steps forward again, it's a long old scrap as the spiraling despair comes through. On could be in trouble here. Big damage across the team, but just nobody's going down.
And I think particularly diving into the Shockwave is being a huge point of concern for them. Aki very nearly gets into this one. Well, credit to him, it's against the Poppy Ren. Aki has been controlled remarkably well from BLG this entire game, from early game and elsewhere, and Shanji now potentially in a 1v2 on the side lane.
Yeah, doing his best to outspace this one, but can't outspace that. Knight takes it down for 400 gold. 8-5 on the scoreboard.
The solo laners of BLG deal Twisted Fate the dead man.
Smiter in the series against WE. He was the one that got that Elder Dragon and kept NIP in playoffs. Might just look for it again. The ult goes wide and the hostile takeover denies any such play from existence. BLG, they make it look easy. The control, as you worded it, over the enemy jungler has been immaculate.
I don't even think Aki has played that badly. I think BLG have just been so prepared for him. They've had him watered out in his early game. They have stopped him at every turn. I think in particular, I think On and Knight as the bulwarks of BLG, threatening with a Shockwave and the ultimate, have stopped NIP's aggressive advances at every turn. This has not been a close game. BLG have taken this game by the neck and slammed it into the ground.
Photic forced to flash by Bin. It's funny, isn't it, watching Bin play Rek'Sai? It doesn't feel like he's been able to outright 1vX in the way that you usually expect, but the amount of pressure he's still putting out despite this matchup has been kind of insane to watch. And I don't know if BLG can actually end right here, maybe just wait for the next wave before they continue this siege. Unfortunately, couldn't get the artillery position set up for their cannon this time, but they will be able to just walk this in on the next wave. NIP struggling to clear these Baron minions, and On stepping forwards. Rookie chunked there.
The ult
Chunk gets out with his life. BLG can just keep going forwards. The 6 ropes pay off. The Void might come out. It's a tidal wave across the team, but it doesn't seem to really matter much. They need a tsunami! And that's the Shockwave flying on in BLG. And Knight specifically make it look beautiful as they finish out game number 1.
Oh, Knight has been spiking that ball into the enemy court, the minion wave, and then also his wind wall. And this is now an interesting answer from NIP, because we saw that BLG took the Tristanus, NIP couldn't lock in the Tristana Maokai on 4-5, and a skill that can help with that. You know, stuff like gangplank barrels in an abstract way can be a frontline, because no one wants to walk into the gangplank barrels. Something like this though, lantern forwards, here comes the flash.
Flash from Elk immediately. On has his own. W's the opposite direction here. Flayed back, then flashes and dashes away, but still taken down. First blood in the hands of Chwo. Knight actually getting all in the mid lane as well. The bomb is already down. Level 6 not hit for Rookie and Knight.
Very easy to set up for that if this Thresh manages to slip off the vision. Shanji popping the Ghost, but does get caught all the same. Ghost for ult traded right now.
So I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking in advance of the combo. Diana Yasuo, are we calling that moon breath? You get the moon fall into last breath.
That sounds like a kind of mouthwash.
Yeah.
Like, how many dentists recommend that one? Is that the 1 out of 10 dentist recommendation? Anyway, Maoko's going down. Here's the lantern. Can he save him? I don't think it can.
Oh no! The lantern. He's sort of in the wrong direction, to be honest. I was walking the wrong side of the lane. I almost baited Photic as
the combo
comes in as the counter engage from the side of NIP, and the rest of the gang is here. Moon Breath and Shun gets the brunt of it, regretting that mouthwash starting the day.
Yeah, and it's
Why
the last...
forward style? I don't know. Yeah. If they forward style, that means they didn't die to the Moonfall, right? So they can go Buzz Aldrin on this one.
I don't
back
even
to
know
League
how
of
to
Legends.
choose that one. Well, looks like BLG are trying not to eat Moon Rocks with this combo. They're avoiding the diner and going straight onto Shanji with a double bop.
Yeah, what can you do? Shanji Bin even slides in to just steal the kill in the last second. However, On has been found on the top side of the map, so 2 catches simultaneously.
Okay, so NIP continually keeping themselves up in kill participation. Shanji takes this dragon for free. There is no fight incoming. They don't have to delay. Take this one absolutely for free, because BLG do not want to face up into this combo. What BLG realistically need to do is work to blow a couple of these. Awkward timing here for BLG to look for that play too. If they'd gotten that play, it would be nice to get some control over vision, but now Shun going down towards bot side. There's no wind wall here to save it. Aki's here to protect though. BLG this game. The problem is you can't just go in for a full 5v5. You need to take away some of these big tools. It's going to be very hard to do that. Again, big push coming in from NIP, and they're threatening this mid lane now, and every time this happens, you have to think about where is Aki?
Equalizer comes down. That's the Moonfall that doesn't really lead to anything, but Aki manages to keep himself alive. The ward turns invisible while he's in Sonya, so he can then take the lantern.
There's a Callista for a Ren this time. We could be going for a flip, but if you give that flip, Photic starts to get excited.
BLG moving behind everyone. The Flame Chopper's down, and Shun just caught out, forced to flash. The Equalizer still burns him though, as the Moonfall goes in. NIP, absolute chaos on the Rift. BLG torn asunder, but Bin finds one. Elk's still going as Rookie and Shanji are there to cut him down. Bin in a 1v2 against the NIP solo laners, and he knows he's got no shot. NIP take their 3rd Drake.
BLG venture into the dark, and they find a death sentence. Leap ahead from where they were after that game 1. Let's see if they can, again, just push BLG. The fact that they can beat them in a game shows that they can go even more beyond that. I think a lot of people who are predicting a 3-0 can understand why, but you can see what NIP are bringing to the table here.
Great to see. Having this presence on, potentially caught out. He is on Rakan. You can never really quite catch Rakan out, and instead turns it into an engage as Knight jumps into the action. Buster shot though, and the Moon Breath lands once more. On goes down, but Rookie is low. Elk survives, and he takes one with him. Rookie to fall as it's 4v4, but Shun can't escape. There's so much flying at him. It's debris as the shuttle leaves the station. And explosions is
the Rumble before. It's a battle Rumble. You're not there just to burn people down with maximum damage over time and AP scalings and whatever. He goes towards the Randuins a little later into his build, and we do see a pick onto Aki.
Damage onto Aki, goes for the Moonfall, but there's no combo there, and now Bin arrives on the scene. Aki is caught out with 17 seconds until Drake comes up. Aki's got nowhere to go, and he will go down. Shun finds Shanji on top of it as well. The combo is there. Shun, you gotta survive this one. They need you for the spike.
Oh, the rocket!
The rocket's in! And Shanji lives through as Photic on the resets the lantern to get him out. Safety death sentence slides as Rookie finds Elk, but Elk flashes away. Photic now getting the rockets out. Elk corralled by NIP as Rookie closes the distance, but Elk slides out the bottom side of the play. NIP somehow still in it.
We are recalculating our flight paths in this one. Elk, he might have found himself into a bit of an asteroid field. It's a Hex Flash into death. He'll skate no more. BLG, they do find the Diana. That's an important part. You don't see the big wombo coming out of Rookie, but they still just don't have the stats at this point. NIP stuff there, almost flashed into the electroshock laser, which could have ended that fight. Such hectic fights, BLG, showing that they are. Oh, we're back in the live, folks!
Oh, it's all kicking off, and suddenly it's Photic. I don't know how this happened, but the Moon Breath lands once more. BLG, they need a minute to survive this one as the Buster Shot. Knight still going on this one as On escapes on the bottom side of the play. Aki trying to get onto this back line. Bin must go huge if BLG want to survive this series, but he just walks away with his tail between his legs. NIP, the Moon Breath works out. Baron's on the cards, and Shanji hunting for extras. Bin caught, can't teleport, and will burn on down.
Oh, NIP, the combo lands again.
Pyjamas question mark? It doesn't quite start.
I was going to go with ninjas in orbit.
Wait, Noughts in pajamas! It all makes sense. Oh dear, NIP though, I love the way they're doing this. And dare I say, bringing out this composition against BLG, coming into this series after game number 1 being so one-sided and finding this win, this feels a little bit like Mojo to me. This feels a little bit like Mojo, and if anyone's ever had it, it's Rookie.
So NIP, they need one last fight to carry themselves over this finish line. Elder in 3 minutes. I think they can fight before that. Here comes the equalizer. I think it's just for the turret right now, but it's enough damage to force the carries back. BLG scrambling once again.
The equalizer comes down. You just hear the horns in the distance. Pa, 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 pa. Wait, I was trying to do Helldivers, but that was just the Avengers. I always do that. As On just caught out here. Oh, the Ignite not quite enough. Does dash out to safety, but Shun might not be so lucky. Aki only gets one with the Moonfall, and BLG are still alive. Aki caught the wind wall. Is so obnoxious, and Aki walks away with his life. He's got that Ocean Soul as well, so the sustain is there for NIP as they continue to search. But Bin with the World Ender wants to find Chwo, gets the chains on with the knock-up as well. The knock-up only on to Bin here as I gets onto the back line. Keep your eyes on Elf though, because Rookie has found him, and Bin is alone. Photic winning at the speed of light, and NIP go even in the series.
It's one stall step for man, one giant one-mode combo. The A-Soul for Rookie, such an important matchup there. They will both stack up alongside each other. Of course, the Syndra gets the shards, which allow her to upgrade her abilities.
And will be rewarded for that cheeky little dragon take there. Nice start for NIP as I said that. I was a little nervous about how slow it was.
Well, first item definitely helps against the Zeri and the against the Lucian and the Renekton, even the Shinsao as well. Elfin on though on the other side of the map, making it very hard to play around.
Champion uprising. They don't want to be mind controlled any longer.
The summoners lived in harmony until like Zeri attacked. Which champion started this off? Oh, maybe a Aphelios. It's actually a very interesting conversation about how you go about creating non-kind of standard stories like that. This one's a bit more of a standard story though against the mid lane and for BLG as well, so going briefly back towards the game. The Herald used that, and now suddenly when you're playing against the Lucian army, oh, right on the top side.
Trying to get onto Knight here, the stun gonna come on through, unleash power, but it's Aki tanking the tower. Knight goes down. First blood taken by NIP, but can they escape? The Tide Away perfectly aimed as Aki tries to save his mid laner, sacrifices himself and trades.
Almost a good turnaround play on the other side. Shanji maybe looking for a 1v1, all out through the wall.
Gorgeous Q3, pulls Bin back into the fray and forces a flash.
Here comes Zeri though. Zeri can hop over the walls. There is a chance that we get a dive because the bot lane of NIP is coming down. I think what the dominance...
tier once already. Drake has spawned onto the map and you can see that Shun and Knight are going for that one as Aki is in the top half.
Okay, so NIP. It's not quite as bad on the objective scenario as it was in game 1, where they were objectives from behind the game. They haven't showed us that so far. Knight going down towards the spot side to, once again, just control one of these waves and potentially cut off Shanji, who is alone at the pass, and he's going to be cut off by BLG.
Stun will land, Shun moves in as well. There's not even a tower to run to. Shanji is going to do his best here, but Shun staying on the opposite side, so no all-out window is there. Knight takes a good shot. Oh! And actually Shanji gets a flash out, my god!
Yeah, Kasante is a champion, folks. This champion is definitely completely okay. 0-1 and 0 now. Doesn't have a kill to his name. Very, very nearly got himself that one though. Knight needs to be so careful. It's a big victory getting that flash off of Syndra. Syndra is not a mobile champion. That flash now suddenly, but it still doesn't allow them to get access to the camps. One of the big follow-on effects of losing most of the control of the map is that you lose all of your jungle camps with it. Bin is now going to start running towards Shanji, and because the map is so open, the team can just take their leisurely time getting towards him, and Shanji is probably on a one-way trip.
Yeah, he managed to find some kind of miracle last time. Bin does get the stun, and Elk's here just to clean things up. Can he do it again? No, he can't. Elk survives quite happily on that one.
They cannot let this dragon go down. They're in river first. So, good start for them at least comparative to their other objective plays when behind.
Unfortunately for them, Photic has to go catch that wave. Stun lands onto Rookie and immediately Shun dives in. Rookie forced to flash as a wave denies the escape from Aki. Shanji already lost his summoners and Aki sent packing by Shun. BLG, they make short work of NIP's comp.
Oh, lovely entrance into that fight by Knight.
Look,
haven't yet. The rest of the team is on the way.
I said they've got mojo. This is a mojo play right here. If nobody checks it, Aki
is
behind.
Oh my word, what an angle!
Come on, is there and they find Knight! The mojo is strong, but Knight's still surviving. Meteor down, it's not enough. There's only a little late from Knight, but here we go. Bin comes into the top side, and it's an absolute brawl on the rift. Bin keeps them away as Elk finishes off Rookie. They're culling across the team as Shun tanks on the front line. Shanji doing his best to get the team into the fight, but the TP from Knight is so deep. I can't believe he's gone from that, and I can't believe he's almost so everyone. BLG, they take the mojo and they split it into pieces.
Oh, Knight! They think that NIP think that they have him in check. He puts them into checkmate with one of the weirdest teleports I've seen in recent memory. It's on Aki for a one last attempt at a steal. He had an angle before, couldn't make it work. He has one last shot to try and make something of this.
Mojo turns into Nojo for NIP. Aki caught out, and he might actually just die to bin here as well. A TP coming on through. That's going to be Rookie rejoining the play, and Aki will survive. It's a shutdown as well. That was 500 gold bounty.
Very nearly cleans up this fight again, actually. Photic very, very close on the Zeri. This Zeri is the late game insurance. Zeri Yumi, nasty, nasty combo once you get into multiple angles of attack later on. But he can't quite by himself follow-up damage. And, you know, NIP, that's the problem with trying to pick off the enemy jungler like that. He is just a temporary, invincible frontline. Given the right situation, NIP, because of that, against 6 scrubs, against the base check a lot of this. Dragon's not going down that quickly, but Shanji won't be here to frontline just yet. He's getting here quickly, might just be a flip.
Aki goes in looking for the 50-50 smite here. DPS stopped on the Drake though, and the smite's a little bit early. Shun grabs it as Bin starts the fight once again. Shanji burst out once again. That's twice now that Shanji's been almost 100 to 0'd in the fight, and he doesn't have a third TP to work with. Now BLG pushing forwards. They've got that Mountain Soul. It means they're so tanky. Elk happy to be on the front line. And Knight flashes for the stun. It's buffered, but the unleashed power won't be stopped. Shun steps on in as NIP desperate to escape, but BLG, they don't want to give them a split second. Elk moves mid to start taking objectives as the rest of BLG, they're like a collie and NIP a sheep.
Rounding them up, putting them into the pens, putting them into the death zone.
Big ultimate coming down from Rookie. Bin is in a 2v1, and I think Photic wins those, but Bin dashes away at the last second, gets away from the queue. Rookie trying to punish the Croc, but he's sacrificed his own life to make it happen. 1 for 1 there. Photic desperate to finish this recall off. Can Shun find the W in time? They're in the pixel brush, and Photic realizes he's not getting away from this one. Has to try and DPS it out, but Shun will find him, and the culling comes on through. Capital C on that culling from Elk.
Go a 2 for the price of 1 as the kitty cat gets skinned alive with them as well. BLG, they get themselves a huge series of fights. Once again, NIP can't fight an objective from behind. They got themselves one early dragon. They have lost everything else after that point. Continuing our worries about this team, about how they approach these objectives. On the other side of it, though, let's be fair about it. BLG's objective setup has been spectacular on the other side of it. They have punished
BLG still on top, 12 to 4. And NIP, they want to join that coveted top 3 conversation. Their opponent today is BLG. It would be a way to enter it. Aki, he's been so good on the smites earlier in playoffs, but Shun has been so controlled. Into the pit he goes, but it's too little and it's too late. Stunned with the Scout of the Week. Culling comes through. And Aki just taken off of the table. BLG is on. Flashes for a bubble. You know they're confident when On's looking for those engages.
Oh man, well, killing the enemy jungler, who is the one bit of CC that can really threaten the enemy team. You can understand why BLG would be even happy to take that. Now they have the 6 scrubs pushing in towards the inhibitor. That has been just absolutely demolished. What side can be similar? NIP, they have 10 seconds on their jungler and they can't defend.
Been TPing to the bot wave as well to protect it, so Photic couldn't clear it, meaning that they get that second in here. Really smart TP, even though it wasn't long range. It's still a great TP from Bin. 2 inhibs taken onto these Nexus towers. Photic does get stunned by 9, but no follow-up whatsoever. Playing the slow one here for BLG, but it ain't slow anymore. It's slow until they find the moment, and suddenly health bars vanish. BLG with an absolute masterclass in the 3rd game, making it look similar to that first one of the series. NIP against the ropes. It's not the first time they have been in this playoffs, but they've got to make a miraculous comeback if they want to win here in round 4 of Spring 2024.
Beyond a certain point, of course, with no Rek'Sai, this is kind of like, well, we were talking about this earlier. It feels like Rek'Sai is a newer version of what Ornn used to be. Hyper weak side, but becomes unreally tanky. This game might not be about straight 5v5s, it very much can be. I think this will be about who can doesn't have any mobility to get onto the tower quickly, has to kind of flash in to get immediate combos in the duration of the CC, otherwise you have to you know, walk up to melee range and then start the dive, can sometimes be a bit difficult. So they are going to be safe from that for now. And the backs are stopped by LIP. He's used the E. Oh, Elk, this is your problem.
Summon is available for Photic as Duo. Hex flashes towards Elk, gets the route onto On. The hook is there. Photic trying to set it up as Aki moves in. One last rocket in the flash for first blood. On in no man's land, and NIP start with 2.
Such an important laning, yes, but it's a fantastic start from 3 grubs as well. They will not sniff at that.
BLG going to be the ones to trade Drake for this one. You'd expect them to be able to just finish this one. Aki moving into the bottom side, but with On there and a control ward in that brush, not sure that's a fight they want. Duo may have overstepped for this, honestly.
Yeah.
He's in trials right now. Photic is trying to help out his support. Duo, where are we? What? What? Rookie has to try and bail the play out. Suddenly On is the one in no man's land, but he uses Photic as a way to get to his team. Puts Photic into the play. Duo's going to go down, so is On. And Photic gets a reset. Shun has to try and escape from this one as Photic continues to fire away. Knight ults out of the play. I don't know how NIP went even on that.
Oh, it's just been a huge amount of time. We have both these mid laners getting into the play. We saw the Dark Seal picked up from Knight, and he has a kill. So that's 2 stacks on the Dark Seal right now. Sport Magi's in every game he's done so far. He might need to be the main character of this one again, as he is the one person who is ahead in this early game from BLG. On the other side, NIP, very happy as an ensemble unit from the early game.
Shanji going to go for a Dominus up top here, trying to get some damage down onto Bin. I'm not sure there's kill threat, but maybe I'm wrong there as he gets a couple more autos in. Bin looks for the Ornn combo, gets the knock-up, doesn't get the knock-up off of the Q though. And the Brittle flashed away from Shanji, escaping with his life, but good combo from Bin there.
Oh, On!
On now has stepped way too far out of position and just gives a free kill over.
What is happening with Elk and On? Photo control, they've punished them so hard. With the demolish with this, it's like, well, you can't quite get the demolish on the tower there. One of the problems against Ornn is that he can actually stop hitting towers pretty effectively. See right there though.
Oh, knocked up under the tower. Ornn is available if Bin wants to go for it, and he will. Looking for that first knock-up. That's going to be there. Brittle comes in. The breath comes in to get the second Brittle, but Shanji spaces it. Knight moves over. The knock-up is there, and the follow-up is too easy. Charm for Rookie as well. Knight getting cheeky with it, saving that for a bonus follow-up.
Again, just side laning kind of game. And NIP, they've lost a couple of kills through there already now.
Does feel like that is the way in for BLG. I mean, Knight on the Malignants, 4 stacks on the Dark Seal. It is, it's exciting to see. Even with BLG's lane brushes alongside Knight, maybe a chance for a pick.
Shun's here as well. Where is Bin? Where is Bin in this equation? Because if he's there, he can throw an ult into this too. This is why we're saying side laning, very, very dangerous. He's showed himself on bot side, so he's not there to play himself. And Rookie's walked up. This is the problem. BLG, they have the side lane punish comp.
Rookie's got to make the magic happen, but you can't do much against the flash ult from Shun. The combo is gorgeous, and that opens this map wide for BLG.
3 kills.
They've got control in that bottom side. It feels like Bin going to try and move in and clear some of that vision. It's quite difficult to face check in, but I mean, even at level 12, he's so tanky.
Here we go.
Combo onto Droll here, and the TP immediately as On flashes away, and it means Elk is caught out. On betrays his AD carry, and Elk goes down. 30-second death timer. That's Drake for NIP.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. If Elk, if On gets hit, Elk survives, and maybe they could have survived with On's ult. They're going to get punished. The problem is now, BLG would have loved to just cross-map at that point. Just get themselves a push in and side lane. Can't really do that on bot side, I suppose, but they would have loved to get themselves something else right now. Photic's caught.
Can the charm land? Yes, you believe it can. Knight finds himself yet another. That's 4 kills. That's 8 Dark Seal stacks. And that is BLG's hope in this series. On is caught once again, having a terrible game on the Alistair as Elk tries to save his support. On dodges away from the rocks. Droll has to follow it, and Rookie flashes to finish the kill. Now Shun gets into the action. It's the minion wave blocking these skill shots. Knight has that charm available, needs to find the angle. Horn sounds, charms followed up. Droll flashes just before the CC lands.
Oh my gosh, that could have been a really dangerous point for champions. Kind of sucks. Same with trying to hit skill shots onto this mobile box in the mid lane as well. You press that W, you go up to about, 50% movement speed for a short burst of speed. Now we've seen Encore out again.
Does find a knock-up aftershock there, but I mean, he just goes down and he's just feeding gold into Photic. At this point, that's his 2nd kill of the game. Getting close to a 2nd item there. The AD carry roll a little bit behind the curve there compared to Elk in terms of items, but Even still, he'll be happy with that. And a tier 1 goes down. Again, Shun starts the Drake off. BLG on the bot side of the play. NIP trying to contest.
Okay, Bin trying to hold the door shut. He can press W into the first Nautilus hook, and indeed he does. That's the power of this Ornn. Actually a front line compared to other champions, and we've got it come through into a flip. Shanji has flash on the flank, and here comes the wall.
Wall comes through. It's a 50-50 on the smite, and it's taken by Elk, and the fight might be 2. First kill already, and Elk stacking away. Knight dives in on the Ari to find a little bit more. Caught by a zap, though, is Droll forced away on the top side. Elk getting 1 is plenty for BLG.
That it is. Before the big fight, he does have the 10 stacks now, and Elk is the one that gets the gold too. So benefiting from both of these carries now.
It's like you said before, On may be behind in the game. He's still level 6 Alistair, and this time is Dwall caught out. On sets up for the follow-up there. The stun comes in. Can they actually finish the kill though? He's tagging one last charm. Will do the trick. Flick back from Rookie onto his opposite member, but Knight gets out with his life.
So that's 14 stacks now. Again, you get 5 AP per stack, so on top of the regular 20 on top of it, that's 70 AP. It's a very cheap item.
Knight skid to take this matchup, and looking phenomenal so far in this game. Trying to clear the wave here. Shun moves in to try and protect as well. Rookie does not get caught, and the wave will be cleared. Knight
he gets it!
Last second on the rocks! And Rookie turns golden, but I don't think he can survive this one. It's Zeri to get the kill as Elk starts it off. And BLG, they've never won from a deficit this split, but they are making it.
Oh, Shun!
The Ornn Horn on top of Shun's engage. Immaculate gameplay in the mid lane, in the mid game, and now onto the Baron.
Why did they give Knight? When you're playing against the Talia and the Nautilus, you want yourself the ability to still play aggressive, use your gold lead, but not just immediately get one shot for it. So let's see if Knight can position even more aggressively, almost at level 16 for that hugely low cooldown ultimate. Shun on, looking to help him set up for that as well, smashing through these turrets with the Baron buff.
And guess what? They may have been behind before, but they know how to play with the lead, and they have that lead. It's 5,000 in their favor. With Baron on top, the Ornn Horn sounds, and Rookie doesn't have a flash this time around. He doesn't even get to move. In fact, he did a flash up, but he didn't get to use it in time. The flash ult from Bin, too damn clean. And I think that phrase represents this entire team this year. They lose 1 in the best of 5s, but they are knocking on the doors of the Nexus. 2 cannons setting this one up. As Aki tries to defend in the mid lane, there's still a tier 2 in that mid lane as BLG realize they've got to go the long way round.
Oh my word, BLG, they are absolutely ruthless. Walking forwards onto the, again, just continuing to get themselves onto the map, containing that vision. Ornn items from Bin being a huge factor in this too. Now you have the Obsidian Cleaver, you've got his own, that Parasite in the top side as well. With Dash out and Lock It too. BLG just continually getting more stats on the board.
Yeah, weird to see the AD carry, the only one not with an upgrade.
Oh!
There's a flash in from Shanji, but I don't think he's got the damage. And nobody there to follow it up. Aki just clearing the wave as this goes on. And Knight now wait, Elk just dives into 3. And in the meantime, Draw's caught out. How does nobody punish Elk for that? 1v3, he dives forward, and he's still on half his HP. No, he's not, because Photic just autos him. Elk with a massive misstep, and now they dive under the tower. Who cares if you've got no AD carry? Rookie is gonna try and survive here. Knight charging forwards again. Rookie versus the world here in the mid lane. Bin's behind him as Shun dashes forward once more. The knockback is there. Aki has a bit of, I mean, Bin's just invincible. Who can kill him?
Who can kill him?
He's been attacking for like 10 minutes straight. Bin's still got half his HP. Rookie now turns golden. Flash still there, but it's not going to come through. Another double. 11, 0, and 5. Knight has taken over against one of the best mid laners in the world. Knight gets his signature Ari, and he dominates NIP. He makes them rue the day they ever made it to double elimination. BLG, your first seed. Knight, your spring split MVP, will go 3-1 against NIP.
What domination. BLG, they dropped a game against NIP, but they remind us very, very swiftly why they are the best team. See the sign, not just